the 25 years, I've done over 2,500
Wow.
keynote speeches. And I ran probably more or less the same in terms of mastermind programs where I put people together and mentor them through their business.
So you are going to be floating around if anybody has any questions after your
Absolutely,
speech, your seminar.
absolutely.
Right, well, I'm going to leave you to it, Pat. Best of luck.
Okay, thank you.
All right, cheers.
Thank you. Thanks, Natasha. So good morning. Hands up, who's in business? Now leave your hands up if you'd like to know how to make more money in your business. Now for those of you who believe in your business, leave your hand up if you're in a busy mess. Because most people, it's interesting, we were just having a conversation, I was asked, so are you busy? And I'm a firm believer, if I'm busy, I'm doing something wrong. Because most people tend to get into business and they create this busy mess of stuff to get done. There's so much to do, that they find that they don't work right up, or sorry, they don't take any time off to work. Most people work 5 and 6 days a week with the hope they can get one off to enjoy themselves. Does that sound familiar? So for me, I made a choice many years ago that I'm going to probably work 2 days a week so I can enjoy 5. Who'd like that? Okay. But there's only one way to do that, and that is to make more money in your business. And that's what I'm going to talk to you about this morning, because when I was asked to come and talk, and it is the Biz Expo, I do a lot of different talks around different areas of mindset and money set. But I'm going to talk to you a little bit about your business and building a high profit business and getting an understanding of what you can do for yourself. But the only way I can say to you, if I do this, are you guys prepared to play full out? Yeah? Now, all of the information I'm going to share with you is absolutely useless unless you take it and do something with it. If you say to me right now, say, Pat, you know what, I'm in a bit of a bother here, I'm in a bit of trouble, I need to get to the airport, I have no way of getting there. And I said, you know what, there's the keys to my car, go and take it. It's on the car park, and you run out, you jump into the back seat, what's going to happen? Nothing. So you've got to get behind the wheel. What I'm going to give you today is a vehicle. You have to choose to get behind the wheel. You have to choose to drive it on. But I'm going to guarantee you this. If you take on board what I'm going to share with you, you make a choice. Anything can happen for you. I don't care what your circumstances are. I don't care if you're already successful to a certain level. I don't care where you come from. I don't care what your level of education is. Anything is possible once you find a way and the will to do it. Does that make sense? So before I go any further, I'll just tell you a little bit about me. I was born in Limerick in 1970. So I'm 48, so I'll save you doing all the math. Not 49 yet. But I grew up in a 3-bedroom council house. That's fairly okay, right? Standard for most people. I have 9 brothers and 6 sisters. 2 up, 2 down. First up, best dressed. And at 14 years of age, I left school because I got a job. Because at 42 years of age, my dad broke his back. So we had no money. There was no such thing as compensation claims. Or at least if there was, we didn't know about it. So we were raising £70 a week. So at 14 years of age, I got an opportunity to go to work. I got a job in Cruises Hotel in Limerick. And that meant for me is I could take some money home and make a difference in my family's life, and particularly my mum. So by getting the understanding of the difference that money was making for me, I started chasing the money. So at 15, I left the security industry and I became a bouncer. I have 9 brothers, so bearing in mind they were bouncing a long time before me, and one night somebody didn't turn up to work. My brother said, Pat, will you try on this blazer? The blazer fit, I was a qualified bouncer. Okay? So I started working in the security industry. But from there, I went on to grow one of the largest security companies in the area industry of event industry and nightclubs and security staff and so forth. And I'm just going to tell you my story very briefly because I want you to start thinking about where you're at in your business right now, or maybe where you're at in your life, maybe you're at where in your mindset, that anything is absolutely possible. Because my security company, I grew to the point where it created €25 million in income for me. From what I learned in my security company and what I'm going to share with you today, I set up a waste management company where I was dealing with pharmaceuticals, where I went in and done waste processing, and in our first year we done 2.5 million with 48% net profit. Have you ever found a jacket at home or a pair of jeans you haven't worn in a while and you put your hand in, you found a tenner or a fiver? Will it make you happy? So that's that milk gone out the window, right? Money does make you happy. But it is not all about the money. Today I'm an international speaker. I get to speak at seminars all over the world. I work with some of the greatest people in the industry. I get involved with a training program in University of Limerick. Bear in mind, they wouldn't let me in when I was 14, right? But now they pay me. So I now choose when I work, and this is what's most important. This is the message I want to get through to you guys today. I now choose when I work, who I work with, and I choose my outcomes. Because no matter what happens, whatever you learn here today, whoever you meet, is what you choose to do after this is what's going to determine your outcomes. And every single time you make a choice, you're choosing outcomes, you're choosing a result. It doesn't happen by chance. And once you understand, you get involved in the process, you get out of life what you deserve, you get out of your business what you deserve, based on what you put into it. So for me, what do I do when this man asked me a moment ago, are you busy? I am. I'm busy doing this. Spending time doing the things I love with the people that are most important in my life. I spend a lot of time doing this. So if I'm busy, this is what I'm busy doing. So my weekend starts on a Thursday and it ends on Tuesday morning. Who'd like that? Okay. So the only way that happens, guys, is you've got to build a high profit business. Your business, by the way, is not your goal. Your business is part of the process. Don't ever confuse your business with your goals. Most people make their business a goal. As you go around here, if I ask you guys to stand up and introduce yourself, I bet you, almost every one of you, with the exception of those of you that I've worked with, will stand up and introduce yourselves by what you do for a living. You are not what you do for a living. And once you understand that you're not what you do for a living, you create more value around who you are and what you stand for. And when you do that, it's easier to build a high profit business. But for this morning, because I've got a very short period of time, and I'm very challenged because I normally do maybe 5 to 6 hour talks, right? So to get it through in the next 25 minutes. So what I want you to do is to take away the concept of building a high profit business and the things that you need to do. Is that okay? Yeah? So the first thing is quite obvious, you've got to increase sales. Now most people, when they're increasing sales, and I want you to think about this when you're out there meeting people, because every person in this room, by the way, is here for what we call enlightened self-interest. They're just here for themselves. And I mean this respectfully, not you guys, you're perfect, but you know people like this, right? Who are here, all they want to do is sell. The only reason here today is to sell. So they're not building any relationships. They're not building relationships with people, they're not actually making connection, but they can actually do this for the longer term. So if you're going to increase sales, then make sure you increase your sales with high profit sales. You can reduce your costs and expenses, and then you can multiply your profits. So these are the areas you need to do in order to build a high profit business. You have to motivate your team, you have to simplify your life, increase your productivity, and achieve financial independence. Now this sounds very simple, and I'm going to give you some tips, very fast tips, because as I said, I'm really tight on time. But afterwards, come back and have a chat with me. I'm going to stay around for a couple of hours. If you have questions, you want to talk about your business, your goals, I'm happy to sit and have a chat with you, okay? So, why do you work? Who here says to me, it's not about the money? I love doing what I'm doing. Show your hands if you love doing what you're doing, honestly. It's not about the money. Okay, the more you say that, the less will you're going to have. It's okay to get paid exceptionally well for what you do exceptionally well. And when people say, I heard a lot of speakers, they stand up and say, you know, when you're passionate about what you do, you never work a day in your life. The truth is, when you get paid exceptionally well for what you do, you never work a day in your life. Because if you don't understand the importance of the two, if you're not making profit, you will very soon lose passion. So in order to be successful in business, you need two things. You need passion and profit. So it's really important. I had a great mentor 25 years ago, a guy called Jim Rohn. Has anyone ever heard of Jim Rohn? Jim Rohn would say, I love doing what I do. I do what I do because I love it. It's not about the money, but I take it. So it's important that you take it. It's important to understand. Now, for anybody who says this, anyone here been in a job before? Why did you do your job? Why did you take your job? Because you needed the money, right? Not because you love your job. So if you say, no, I kind of love what I do, why did you do overtime? To make more money, right? So that's the reality of the business. Now, we understand we have to be passionate about our business as well, but the reality is we want to make more money in our business. And in order to do that, you must understand the 80-20 rule. Believe it or not, in your industry, 20% of the people in your industry are making 80% of the money. So think about the industry you're in, the business you're in right now, and think about that 20% of the people in your industry are making 80% of the money. Probably even a little bit less than 20%. Put your hand up if you're in that 20%. All right, put your hand up if you'd like to be in that 20%. Okay, And I mean this respectfully, it's a choice. It's a choice. You can choose how you do things differently in order to create that income. So, if you want to make more money, you just sell more stuff, right? That's what most people tell you. This is how people end up in a busy mess. They take any business. They start selling things for cheap because it's just to get some business. Now, once you start selling cheap, here's what happens. You get recommended because you're cheap, not because you're really good at what you do. They say, oh, you should get out here and always do a deal. You'll always do a deal. Always. They're nice and cheap. It's easy. And you get recommended by more people who normally hang around with people who think with a cheap mindset. Does this make sense? So you have to sell more stuff. So if you want to become successful in business, you have to have high net worth sales. That's how you build a successful business. If you want to have a failed business, then low sales, low value sales. Because most people, by the way, that I've met in business, is this is where they spend their time. Remember the 80-20 rule? The bottom 20% of your customers take up 80% of your time. The bottom 20% of your staff cause 80% of the problems. The top 20% of your customers pay you 80% of your income. And the top 20% of the staff do 80% of the work. Right? It doesn't fail. Give or take a percentage or two, but that rule applies to everything that's going on. So most people spend their time down here doing low sales, the low-hanging fruit, grabbing any bit of business. And that's how we end up in a busy mess, and it's so difficult then not to be able to manage your business, and you become overwhelmed. Right? Does anybody know people like that? They become overwhelmed. Okay? So we have to start thinking, how do we find the high net worth sales? And the one thing I've got to say, nothing else matters here. When it comes to your business, nothing else matters. If you love what you're doing and you're not creating income for your business, it doesn't matter. Your business won't survive. So we have to start thinking seriously and be committed to take an action to do what we need to do in order to have what it is we want to have. So 4 ways to sell more stuff. One is to make more individual sales. It's fairly straightforward. 2 is make larger sales. 3, make more frequent sales. And then sell something else. What else can people buy from you? Most people go out there all the time trying to find new business. And they're not doing business, all of their business with the people who are already doing business with, the people that build a relationship with. So what else are these people likely to buy from you? When you build a good relationship, they will buy more from you. And the important thing about building a relationship, guys, if you build a really strong relationship, particularly with your top 20% of your customers, and you mess up, sometimes you will be forgiven. If you don't have a relationship with your top 20% of your customers, and you mess up, you get fired. And unfortunately, I've seen more people, when they're building a business, they're just about to lose the really best customer, that they start taking massive action. Don't wait until there's a problem. Customer service is not a complaints department. Customer service is what you do on a day-to-day basis to build your relationship with your customers, to maintain them longer term, okay? So, 7 requirements to build a high-profit business in any market. I am rushing through these for you guys because I know I'm conscious of the time. So, you need an excellent product or service. That's quite simple. You need to have an excellent product or service. You need an understanding an excellent product or service is 90% of your business success. You have to be able to deliver on your promise. If you make a promise and somebody parts of money, you have to be able to deliver on your promise. So it's 90% of your success. Your product must be something that people want, need, can use and pay for. And if you can't tick those boxes, respectfully, you don't have a business. So the simple thing, if there's anybody here who's looking to start up a business, maybe thinking about getting into business, well, the simple thing I would say to you is find a product that people want, need, will use, and can pay for. Then you know you have a business. If your product doesn't tick those boxes, you're going to be struggling in business. Does this make sense? Your product must solve a problem, fulfill a need, or achieve a goal. Not for you, for the person who's going to spend their money with you. Most people, when they think about their business, they think about their reasons and their goals and their product, how it serves them. It's got nothing to do with you. It is everything got to do with the person who's going to spend their money with you. So make sure your product has to tick all of those boxes, okay? You need top leadership and good management, because leaders have a vision of the future, leaders accept responsibility for results, and leaders can motivate and inspire their people. So you need to have it, you need to become a leader in your business, in your industry. I say go beyond the business and become a leader in your industry. Go become the go-to person in your industry that the people in your industry talk about. You need an excellent business plan. You need to complete market analysis before you start. You need to calculate accurate costs and prices. You need to organise the money, the people, and resources necessary to build the business. Now, I'm a big believer to start it and fix it as you go on. Okay? I wrote a business plan with Brian Tracy about 3 years ago. Does anybody here like a copy of that business plan? Right, if you would, just go to pat@patslattery.com. Send me a message, say you met at the Biz Expo, and I will send you a copy of that business plan. Okay? And this is a business plan that's designed to keep you in business. It's not a business plan for you to go looking for, begging for money. This is about helping you build your business and maintaining your business success. So, you need an excellent marketing plan. You need to identify your ideal customer, determine why your customer will buy your product, and you need to aggressively attract qualified prospects for your business. Now, this is so important, because most people can't identify who their ideal customer is. Most people, I hear a lot of people, I've done a lot of networking events over the years, and I hear people stand up and they go, well, anybody can be a client of mine. And the truth is they can't. Maybe they can, but most of them end up being a pain in them. You know what? You want to find the best customers. Your ideal customer is the person who wants your product, can use your product, and afford to pay you for it. And if you start identifying who they are, that's where you got to network. You got to find out who those people are. You have to put yourself, position yourself in front of these people to help them make a decision to choose your product over somebody else's. And when you're a good leader, that becomes easier, because you know why? Because people tell people about you. People do your selling for you. That's another whole process. You need an excellent sales plan. You need to persuade people to buy your product. You need to sell against a determined competition. And this is really important. You need to close sales and get resales. I meet a lot of people who do great cups of coffee. Right? Not you guys, you're perfect, but I know you know people like this. You know people who go for cups of coffee for business meetings, and lots of coffee meetings, lots of business meetings. They come away feeling excited, but at the end of the week, the bottom line is not stacking up. They do great cups of coffee and they're not closing the deal. You mustn't be closing. You have to close the deal. You have to give people enough reasons why they want to use your services. You need an excellent customer service plan. As I said to you guys, customer service plan is not it's not a complaints department. It's about being proactive in your business, being proactive in managing, dealing with your customers' needs, to make sure that they're fulfilled, that they're taken care of. That's why customers pay you faster, by the way. That's why customers pay you on time, all of the time, because you're invaluable to them. And it doesn't matter what industry you're in, it doesn't matter what kind of a business you're in. The reality is people pay for service, and people expect service. People expect you to get better all of the time. So if some people say to me, you know, somebody come up and complain they weren't happy, and I said, well, did you provide a good service? Yeah, I provide a really good service. I said, great, because that's what's expected. You guys go for dinner, you go for a meal, you expect good service? You're paying your money, do you expect it? So why does that make them any more important than anybody else? What can you do to be more proactive? How can you go that extra mile? Customer service is not a complaints department. Customer service is building relationships with your customers who are likely to continue spending money with you. That makes sense? I hear people telling me, particularly in retail. Anybody in retail? People in retail will tell me they had X amount of customers in a day. When the reality is, they're only a customer if they come back and buy a second time. What most people have is a whole pile of shoppers. And don't confuse shoppers with customers, because shoppers are people who buy once. Customers are people who come back and buy from you more than once. So it's your job to move them from shoppers to customers. Does this make sense, guys? You need an excellent people plan. You must learn how to hire the best people. You must learn how to manage and motivate your people. I say, my belief is, you need to learn how the best people hire themselves to you. I mean, you're an exceptional leader. When you go out and you lead the way and you show the way, the best people will hire themselves to you. They'll come looking for you. Most people tell me, I can't find good people. Anyone ever heard that one before? Can't find good people. Remember, you become what you think about most of the time. The way you think about time determines the quality of your life. People tell me I don't have a lot of time. Now, let me show of hands. Does anybody here have kids? Okay. Well, leave your hand up if you have kids. Leave your hand up. And anybody who doesn't have kids, are you in a relationship with someone you love? Or maybe you're just in a relationship. Now, let me ask you a question. Leave your hand up if you believe that you spend quality time with your children and the people you love. If you really feel you spend quality time, put your hand up high. Okay, now here's a cold fact for you, particularly those that have children. Your children do not understand quality time. They understand quantity time. They want more of it. Most people put quantity time into what they do for a living, and they try to squeeze quality time into their life. My belief is, and this is my choice, and I can say this is a choice too, you can put quality time into what you do for a living, so you have quantity time back in your life. You can get paid exceptionally well for what you do exceptionally well. You can spend the time, more time with the people you love, more time with your children who want to have more of your time. And if that's not a good enough motivator to get you to start thinking differently, then you just don't love your children. So, if you change the way you think, you will change your life. Your aim in time management is to increase your return on energy, mentally, emotionally, and physically, and financially. When we start talking about time management, realistically, there is no such thing. There's 24 hours in a day, 168 hours in a week, and that changes for nobody. And if you believe that time is an issue, is it next year or this year? Next year we have a leap year, right? So you're going to have an extra 24 hours. What are you planning to do with it? The same thing you do every other day. So time is not the issue. It's how we use the time and what we do within the time that we have. It's the highest and best use of time. And that's where I want you to start thinking about throughout the day, thinking differently about how you use your time and how you maximize it. Also remember, every minute spent in planning saves 10 minutes of work. Has anybody ever read the book 7 Habits of Highly Effective People? The number one habit to me is sharpen the saw. I plan every week. I sit down and I do a morning of planning, and I plan and plan and plan. Because if you don't plan, trust me, you've all heard the old saying, fail to plan, plan to fail. Okay? So when you start thinking differently, you plan your work, then walk the plan. If you go to the point of making a plan, you have to work the plan. You got to do what you need to do. And once you start creating a plan, the moment you get an idea or a goal, something you think about that you want, and you write it down, immediately commit to an act. Commit to an act that commits you to that goal. Is that right, Lisa? Lisa, by the way, is running. Any ladies here would like to do a retreat, a full-day retreat workshop for free, worth about 250 quid, to get you in mind to where you need to be at, to allow you into that space you need to be. Anyone interested in that? Well, Lisa is doing one on the 27th of July, is that right? Because we had a conversation yesterday. I said, I would love to do this. I said, really, when? I said, okay, the 27th of July. So, would it be a good idea to put it out to people, tell them you're going to do this? She said, yeah. I said, so when is now a good time? And she did. And there are a lot of people interested, but it's a limited number. So if you're interested in that, stand up, Lisa, so people can see you. Right, so this is Lisa. Come and have a chat with her. So, and this is a gift that she wants to give back. So remember, every minute spent planning saves 10 minutes of work. Now, this is really important. There are only 3 tasks that count for 90% of your contribution. The law of excluded or alternative says doing one thing means not doing something else, or setting high priorities means setting low priorities as well. The most important part of a positive attitude and self-control is that time management enables you to control the sequence of events. What you do first, what you do second, and what you do third. So I have a question for all of you right now that you might have to answer for yourselves. Does all of your current activity right now that you're doing every day equal your current goals? Does everything you're doing? So once we understand the law of 3, you will understand that what's most important is what you do first, what you do second, and what you do third. That's what counts when you want to come to building a high profit business. What are you doing first every day? What are you doing second? What are you doing third? So if you understand the importance of this, you will really get what you need to be doing when you're planning your business. Or what do you not do at all? There is something that you could be doing, should be doing, that you're not doing at all. Maybe now would be a good time to start doing it. So, you can only get your time under control by doing fewer things, by the way. Most people think, I need more time, so we do more stuff thinking it's going to create more time. The reality is, you can only get more time under control by doing fewer things. You need a to-do list each day, but you also need a not-to-do list. Right? If it's not congruent with your goals, if it's not going to fit into the first, second, and third activity that's going to get you closer to your goal, don't do it. Stop doing it. Start doing what serves you best. Start doing what you need to be doing in order to build your business. The most important word in time management is consequence. High value tasks have important potential consequences. Low value tasks have low potential consequences. Does this make sense? Now, bear in mind what I said to you earlier. Every choice that you make has a consequence. You're choosing an outcome. You're choosing a consequence by either making a decision to act or not. And wherever you are today, and I mean this respectfully, is a direct result of a consequence. It's a consequence of a choice that you made or did not make 5 years ago. Where you're going to be 5 years from now will be a direct consequence of the choices you make right now. So when is now a good time to make better choices? I'll ask the question again. When is now a good time to make better choices? Right now. Or we can go home and think about it and keep putting off that thing. By the way, the next 5 years, people say that seems like a long time. That time is going to pass anyway. The last 5 years has passed too. So that time is going to pass. Wouldn't it make sense to start doing the things now in order to give you the things you want in 5 years, rather than 5 years' time saying, I remember that talk by this guy Pat Slattery, and he said, when is now a good time? And in 5 years making the decision, and now is a good time. All we have is now, so choose wisely now. How am I in time? I must be almost done, am I? 2 minutes, okay? So focus and concentrate on the most valuable use of your time until it's 100% complete. Which activity is getting you closer to your goal? What activity are you doing every day that is moving you closer to your goal? Nothing else is more important. Just do that. Every day. So, in order to change your life, if you do more of some things, do less of other things, start doing something new, or maybe start doing something altogether. That thing that you're putting off until someday. When is now a good time? So, remember, you cannot save time, you can only spend it differently. So, ask yourself, what are you going to do more of? What are you going to do less of? What are you going to start doing? And what are you going to stop doing? And if this is the only thing that you take away today, and you make a committed decision to answering those questions. Committed decision doesn't mean answering the questions and going around doing what you're doing every day. It means actually doing it, applying the information and doing it, making a choice, making a decision. Does this make sense? So it's time for action, time for planning, and always remember the law of three. What am I doing first? What am I doing second? What am I doing third? Every day. And if you put that quality time into your business, I promise you, you will have quantity time back for your life. And once you understand, a question that often comes up, and it came up last night with some people I was working with. Most people might say, I can't figure out what my value of my time, what should I charge? Has anyone ever felt like that? What should I be charging? Am I charging enough? Well, the easy solution to that is keep putting your price up until enough people say no. And this might sound bizarre, but so many people, if everybody is saying yes, you're too cheap. If everybody can afford what you're doing, you're too cheap. So you put your price up, you need to have at least 6 out of 10 people to tell you you're too expensive to know that you've reached your price mark. Because that means you only have to do 40% of the work for 100% of the money. And you have time. Does this make sense? So keep putting your price up until enough people say no. So guys, I'm not going to delay, but if anybody's interested in having a chat, I'll come back and have a chat with me. I do run a mastermind mentorship program where I guarantee you, absolute guarantee you results.